Hey guys, it's Mary from Psychic Soulmate. This video is a 3-card tarot reading for what we need to know right here and now, and I'm not going to say the date because it doesn't matter, because you can be watching this like years, months later when I film this, that the reading and the message is intended for you. And if some things are quite not resonating, visit back, because some things in your life have to unfold for the reading and the message to take effect. That's the way it works. And if you take what you need and you leave what you don't. Okay, so the cards that I'm going to be working with are the Thelema Tarot. I love this deck. Got it years ago and it was screaming at me today to use it. It's like, yeah, like this is the deck. I really love this deck. It's from Los Scaberio, and it's just a gorgeous deck. And, you know, I haven't played with it, worked with it for a while, and I said today I'm going to do the weekly reading video with that deck. Okay, so I've already dealt the cards and put them out. I like to do it before because I can meditate and really get into it and really pick the cards. Okay, it doesn't matter. Sometimes I do it when I'm on the camera. It doesn't matter. Okay, so the first card is the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is being on the defense in some way. But it's also asserting yourself, like really putting yourself out there. Wands are action. They are the drive. They are the force, okay? They are movement. And the Seven is telling us that, well, if you can see this card, she's sort of like in the middle. Oh, sorry, my light is pretty bright. She's at the beginning, at the beginning of the stairway, and she's sort of like guarding herself. She's got one wand in her hand, and there's 6 beneath her, and she's saying, "Go away." Or, you know, I'm not letting you come in. I'm not letting you step over any boundaries. I am putting myself out there. I'm speaking my truth. This is a message for all of us to really speak our truth. Now, I always talk about assertiveness and speaking our truth and being very forward. But you know what? It's not always about that. It can relate to in other ways too, with yourself. Okay, just to give you an example, you know, sometimes we have to push ourselves a little bit harder. I'm not saying being hard on ourselves. I'm saying push ourselves, because sometimes we don't want to do it. We just feel, okay, well, I just will give in to, because our body, let's just face it, our body just wants to sit and just decay. The older we get, anyways. It's basically, we just would prefer, sometimes we get in that stagnation kind of, well, maybe we have been in that stagnation kind of energy field. It comes and goes. Like, I know it's like, it's in waves, you know, it's not all the time. It's like not always in procrastination, but I can totally relate to this, because like I said, today I was really feeling kind of like, I don't know if I can do this. Last couple of days, I've been feeling that. I've been feeling just really stagnate. Well, you all know, I've talked about it before. I fractured my toe, or it's a deep sprain, whatever it is. It's been 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks ago. And, you know, I'm not really moving the way I want to move. And if you know me, I'm very active. And at this point, it's like, you know what? I'm just not going for my walks. You've heard the story before. I'm not going to repeat it over. But at the same time, you know, just talking about that, I also got up yesterday and the room was spinning. And I was like, okay, seriously? Vertigo? Again? And that was because, well, stress, really lots of stress. Also, what vertigo represents, if you ever get vertigo, it represents that you don't know what to do with something in your life, or something you're feeling like the ground is shaking. It's like kind of like an earthquake kind of feeling. And somebody duplicated my Instagram account. They actually took my picture. They were pretending to be me. They put some of my posts, actually it was my sister's, Anne's posts on there. I was like, okay, they're using her posts and my posts, and they were impersonating me. At the same time, you know, they're messaging all of my people. They're actually following my people, saying, well, it's me, Mary, and, you know, like, would you like to get a reading? And, you know, like charging them money and just doing like the whole scam thing. You know what I mean? That's just so not cool. That's just so not right. My followers know me, and they approached me and said, you know, somebody's impersonating you. I just want you to know that. And this is not the first time this happened. Like, this is probably the third time that this happened within the month. And I had it happen to me quite a few times last year, 2019. So it's kind of like somebody's impersonating me. It's not fun. It's just, well, at the time I was thinking, at that moment, I said, what do I do? Okay, because I don't want anybody to get scammed. I don't want anybody to fall for that, because that's not me. They're using my face and they're using me to try to get, money from people. So it's like, and using, whatever they're going to tell them. I know then, that's so dishonest. That's so terrible. So it's like I was really, really, really frustrated. And so I did a live, and then I told everybody to just be careful. I reported it to Instagram, and, Instagram takes a while, but they took it down. But also, like I even posted it on my highlight, and I just posted on my stories, and to inform everybody. That's not me. I do have other Instagram accounts, but I will tell you, I have other Instagram accounts, and they're for different things that I have plans in the future. I have a lot of plans that I was going to do, and things that I was going to create, and they're on hold. Another shop, and anyways, long story short, that just triggered my vertigo. Okay, with everything that being said. Okay, and then we got a Jasper here. And my two kitties are just bringing me so much joy. I think you guys seen Phoebe and Jasper. If he comes over here, I'm going to pick him up and show him to you. And so anyways, with saying that, it just triggered my vertigo. So I was like, okay, what is the universe telling me? The universe is telling me to slow down. But yeah, I'm slowing down because I have appointments, I have my readings, I have my bookings, I am swamped. But I love what I do, so it doesn't feel like it's any work to me, really. But at the same time, I got to show up. And today I was like, with the video, I was like, I'm always going to do my video. You know how I feel about doing videos. And doing the weekly reading video, and just coming on here and talking with you guys. How I love to do that. So I was like, yeah, but I just feel something's just dragging me. So I just said, you know what? Be assertive to those feelings and say, I can do this. I know I'm going to do this. And oops. And here's a Jasper, and he's a fire. Okay, and he's the kind of guy that just likes to. Hold on, I'm just going to pull them because he just doesn't like to, he's squirmy. He wants to go to his sister. She's sleeping on the chair. He's the kind of guy that just says, do it. And him and his sister are into everything. And he's very fiery. He's a fiery cat, very fiery kitten. And so all the energies is like, they're giving me the fire, and at the same time, I said, you know what, I'm going to do this. So I showed up, and I feel good about it. So I'm just giving you that example. And also, cleaning my kitchen too, because, see, he's getting into everything already. I was like, no, I don't feel like doing that. I'm just giving you an example, just so you guys could know. And I just like to give you a little glimpse of what's happening in my world at the same time, and that's being assertive. So that's what being assertive and just taking action. So that's what I did. And there's hidden forces that are being in the works here, because that's what the moon represents. The moon is things that are happening in your life that are very hidden, things that you don't even see, things that are beyond your control, and they are like, everything is just where you can't see it, but yet it's there, it's happening. Things are underneath that are smaller than, he's kind of distracting. Oh, come on, baby. Okay, here, you want to play with it? Go ahead. There's more going on than what you can see. And sometimes things may not appear as they always will happen, like appear. So you always have to change your perspective. That's what the moon represents. It represents change your perspective. Maybe something is looking really dreary and down, and maybe you're feeling just a little blah, and it's hopeless. We all go through that. Our minds are making it up. And you know what? You got to just know that there's more to the situation than just what you see, and tap into your spiritual divine energy inside of you, and also look for the gratitude. If you can look for small little things to be grateful, finding small things, like just finding the things that give you joy, little things. And you know what? Your energy will spiral up, because when you spiral your energy up, what you do is you actually connect to your divine light. And what happens with that is that everything goes along smoothly. What may seem that it was very bumpy and the road was very full of potholes, actually is smooth, because you changed your perspective. You changed it. You've tuned into bright light, and you know that this too shall pass, because this is just a temporary thing that's going on, right? And yeah, so everything, and also represents listen to your intuition too, because that's what the moon is. The Luna is the moon, is the intuition. And you know, the seasons are changing. If you're watching this when I post this, and I just love, we're going into autumn soon, and I just love autumn. I love the colors of the trees. I love, you know, I just love it. It just makes me really happy. And then to know that my toe is going to probably heal in a month or so, and hopefully I'm just, you know, I got myself a cane. It's all good. But anyways, I know that I'm going to go for walks, and I'm going to see the leaves changing, and I'm going to see how beautiful it is. I can go for a walk, but I could probably go from here to the car and back, and, you know, just go for a drive. And that's good too. I'm happy about that. Hey, you know what? I'm blessed. I feel really grateful about everything, because you got to just look at the little things that make you happy. Sorry, that's Dave. He's got a client. And we got the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is planting seeds and waiting for something to grow, waiting for things to, it's actually being balanced, balancing yourself and knowing that you have everything. But it's also feeling, sorry, where's that light coming from? That's interesting. There's no red light here, but there's a light that was shining on it. Okay, so what the Page of Pentacles is telling us is that it's important to know that maybe we're not being seen the way we want to be seen, or maybe we're not being seen as with full potential, as we're not getting the recognition that we so deserve. We're being seen as, you know, as such, as a very light, you know, like not very experienced, or we're just feeling that, or feeling inadequate. We're feeling inadequate in some way, but this actually tells us that we are growing. This is a child. This is a child growing into the big, I don't know, enterprise energy. That's what this is. This is a new beginning. This is a new beginning towards business. And also it's about fear. You know, don't let your fears get to you, because I'm just feeling this energy. It's like you're feeling like low confidence about yourself, and especially with love. When it comes to love, I'll tell you right now, you need to just surrender the love. And a lot of you tell me, how do I surrender? How is surrendering possible when this is bad is happening to me? This is happening to me. Why does life have to give me so many bad challenges? And it has to be like life is doing this. And what's life? Life is all about. Life is challenging. But you know what? That's what we are here to learn, because life is going to change. Like if you look at it in a different way, and I know I say this all the time, but I gave you a little bit of what's going on in my world. That, you know, maybe it might be nothing to somebody else, but it's something to me, right? And it's hard and it's challenging, but you know what? Change your perspective, you actually can come out of it. If we don't go through all of those negativities, we will never grow. If I didn't go through all of pain, heartache, and pain, like everything that I've been through, I would not be able to speak so clearly and help everybody with what they're going through, and giving them my perspective of, you know, my just help people with giving advice, you know, and also blending helping people to find it themselves. It's not so much that I give the answers, I more or less just help you find the answers inside of yourself, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like, you know what's there, you know what's inside of you, you know that all I am is just a mirror. And that's what I always say, I'm a mirror to what you know and what you already see inside of you. I don't tell you the answers. Yes, I give, yes, that's what I do. I'm a reader, and I'm also a consultant, and I'm also a healer, but I also want you to find it for yourself, because I can give you the answers, but you know what, they won't make any sense. I've had clients in the past that I would give the answers, they would not listen to it. They would actually just say, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to listen to what I feel like, you know, and then that's fine. You know, that everybody can do what they want, but it's like, you know, you ask me and I'm going to tell you. So, you know, listen to your heart. When it comes to love, like I said, you need to assert yourself and not let yourself get caught up with the way it's supposed to be, comparing your relationship. Why can't my relationship be like that? Or why can't it be like that? Why can't I be? You know what? Instead, just look at where you are right now. Fall in love with you. When you fall in love with yourself, love will find you. Love comes to you. Love is automatically, it works. It really does. And sometimes we have to change things up a little bit. You know, like I was told you before, I was going to be doing tarot at the round table. Well, things had to change because I overbooked myself, but that's okay. I will restart it again. And I know I'm talking a lot, so it's time to go. But I want to thank you guys for watching me and supporting me every week and coming here all the time. It means a lot that I have an audience. And if you're interested in getting a longer reading with me like this, personalized, we can do it on the phone, we can do a video, we can do email, whatever you like. Okay, all you have to do is go to my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com. You can book your reading right there on the spot, confirm the time with your time, my time. It'll calculate it to the T. Go to psychicsoulmatereading.com. And until the next reading, next video, I wish you peace and blessings, everyone. Love and light.